Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be checking out Artica Golf Club Canada. This course was designed by the legend Arctic Fury. This is actually his debut PGA Tour 2K23 course, so let's check it out. It is a par 73, fairways and greens are firm, the green speeds are medium, the weather is overcast and the time of day is morning. Let's check out the tee options. There are three. We will be swinging from the black tees, which are playing 7,097 yards, and as always, pin set number one. As always, thank you so much for the continued support in the channel. If you are new, please make sure to smash the subscribe button. And if you are enjoying the content, please leave a like. So wow, here we are on the first hole. And as you would expect, what a visually stunning opening hole. Tee box is elevated above the fairway. So I'm just going to aim this down the right hand side and let that wind take us round. We do kick things off with a perfect. I think this is actually his second course that is located in Canada, to my knowledge off the top of my head. I think the previous one was Sky Peaks Resort Canada. So really looking forward to seeing what this course offers. So 109 yards into the flagstick. I'm certainly not pitching it. We do have a helping backstop. I'm probably going to have to use that. Gap wedge, 7 mile per hour wind. I would rather be on the left-hand side of the pin, just applying a little bit of de-loft and see if we can use that backstop. It's a nice strike. That tiny fast won't hinder us too much. This should bounce up the slope and hopefully come back down towards the flagstick. I didn't gain that momentum off the slope that I was looking for, but the green speeds are 141. This is going to turn from left to right. It's going to break hard right at my feet. It's done that. Surely that does turn in. It does just about drop on the edge, and we do pick up an opening birdie. Hole number two. This is going to be a short par four. This is actually drivable with the current winds we have. But look at that, rocks, waterfalls, and it's like an eternity pool. Wow, absolutely stunning. But I'm going to try and overpower this tee shot. I think we may just make the front of the green here. We've overpowered it, 104. That's a tiny slow, and I'm going to clatter into this tree here, which may kill the momentum of the ball. It has done. We've kicked into the bunker, and I'm right up against the face. That was unlucky. I was hoping that we could have found the green there. So let's see if we can splash this one close. Just going to apply a good bit of backspin. Anything too long here and this ball will disappear. That's came out a lot better than what it suggested. Once again, the lie percentage that the game gives you is not accurate. But I have left myself a very makeable putt from 17 feet out. At the moment, my putting really is my Achilles heel. I cannot seem to make many putts that I should be making. Oh, it just didn't turn at the end. Just misread that one.
Here we go. Par putt. Let's do it.
And that's actually going to be a disappointing par.
This one's tracking.
So I will remain at 1 under. But wow. These Arctic Fury courses really are a distraction to the golf. The golf comes second. It's the beauty and the layout of the course that is always the attraction to Arctic Fury's golf course. For me, he's got the best portfolio as a designer. He really has got a stunning course portfolio. With that 11 mile per hour wind, we're going to have to come down to the 6-iron. Wind should move me to the right. That's a tiny fast, but the wind should correct that, and this should be good. This should kick hard right, and it should start to come back off the backstop. That is a really good tee shot. Couldn't have played that much better. Get in the hole, by the way. Using the green slopes and the environment to my advantage. And I should pick up my second birdie of the round. I do move to 2 under par. And we've got a par 5 coming up on the 4th hole. This is playing 445 yards, up 59 feet. But by the looks of it, it's playing longer than it suggests. I'm going to have to bail to the left-hand side here. But the wind will be with me on my second shot. So swinging well so far. And I think we're going to comfortably reach this in 2. But like I say, the yardage is deceiving here due to the layout of the hole. So 247 yards up 32 feet. I'm going to try and kick this on from the front of the green. Let's try a huge draw shot. There is a backstop once again that I'm looking to use. I think we may just land short of the green and let it kick up. I couldn't have hit that any better. Wow, what a golf shot this is going to be. That should come back off the slope and hopefully give me a good eagle opportunity. Back you come, ball. Here it comes, and that is a really good golf shot. It's left me a very makeable downhill putt from 19 feet. What am I doing? I'm still on EA Sports PGA Tour game mode here, using the wrong controls. Now this is going to turn from right to left and hopefully hold its line the last few feet. That should be in. Wow, I didn't see that break the last couple of grids. It looked fairly straight. It is another birdie though, and we are going to step on to the fifth. This is a dogleg left par 4 into an elevated green. Fairway's kicking hard from right to left, so let's fade this against the wind. A tiny fast will help me out. This ball should kick forward and left. It's done exactly that. And it will leave me a scenic approach shot across the water. I mean, look at that, guys. It really is spectacular. A lot of people will say, oh, his courses all look similar. They don't. That really is misinformation. But give this man a blank canvas, and he really does produce a masterpiece. I'm really in between clubs here. There is a backstop that will help me out. I'm going to have to try and play for that, so I'm probably going to have to go up a club to the pitching wedge and apply full backspin, a little bit of deal off, and play for that backstop. The slope at my feet will hold me up as well. It's a laser beam perfect. Oh, that's long, but it may kick off this grassy knoll. Oh, that should come back. Come back, ball. Oh, that's worked out really, really well. I thought for 1 second we were just going to cling onto the first cut. But that's worked out well. Just really in between clubs there. So a 15-foot putt, turning from left to right. That's not turning. It's another putt, a birdie putt that burns the edge. It really is frustrating, guys. I mean, I just can't seem to make putts that other players make. Just not reading the greens well enough. It's another disappointing par after playing so well from tee to green. But hole number 6, 531 yards, down 65 feet here. I don't think I can hit the big dog, so let's come back down to the 3-wood. Just going to shape this a tiny bit of fade just to lose a little bit of yardage. We are swinging really well today. My issues online still continue, guys. I really cannot explain it. Sometimes I can't pull the club all the way back. I can't swing all the way back. My backswing just feels so slow. And then when I hit it on the downswing, it's like the swing's normal and my tempo and timing is all over the place. My game online reflects nothing like what it is when I'm just playing courses like this casually. Now this should kick hard right. It's going to leave me a long putt, but it may come back down off this backstop. No, it's hung up there. But really good shot. It's going to be a tough downhill putt, 37 feet out. Breaking from hard left to right. I'm just going to have to find that slope there. I'm just feathering this down the green and letting the grids do the rest. Now that should turn hard right. This could be in. This has got a chance. Nah, it's going to turn a lot more. That last 6 or 7 feet than I gave it credit for. But it should be another tap-in birdie. It should get me to 4 under par. And despite missing 2 or 3 birdie opportunities, we are sitting fairly well at 4 under. 3 holes remaining of the front 9. And you just do not know what to expect next. The scenery out with the course is absolutely gorgeous. It really is. This is a drivable par 4. I'm going to have to try and really draw this against the wind. Big shot coming up here because this could go horribly wrong. It is a 12-mile-per-hour wind. Huge draw. It's another lovely swing. We are going to be long. That looks like a little village port that we've come into here. Absolutely stunning. Canada is not a place I know well.
Fantastic work. Putting for you.
From what I've seen,
Thank you.
it looks a remarkable part of the world, and I know many of my subscribers are from that neck of the woods. The Rocky Mountains, lovely view of that up there in the distance. I'm sure it's full of grizzly bears. So long putt, just got to get this to the top of this slope. And that should just make it. I think we just about made it. That should start to turn towards the cup. That is a fantastic lag putt. For me, that's a good putt.
6 feet.
And that should ensure my 5th birdie. No movement on the grids here. It's a solid putt. And we do move to 5 under par. Hole number 8. It's a lovely downhill par 3. Look at the rock work. It really is spectacular. That must take ages to plant. It's another hole where I'm really in between clubs. Let's have a look at the yardage book. 127 to the front of the green. And with that wind and downhill elevation, I may have to pitch this, you know. It's not a shot that I play often. 8 iron, 125. I don't think I need backspin on this. I think this should land short and hopefully run up towards the pin. Oh, I've played that well. Oh, that needs to get down. Oh, it's going to be long. That won't sit down quickly. Look at the water cascading down the rocks. It really is spectacular. Oh, this is a tough putt. The further right I go here, the more left it's going to break. I don't think I can hold this. This is just about getting it close and walking away with a par. That's going to miss on the left-hand side, but the weight was good. I should have applied a good bit of backspin there. We do remain at 5 under par, and we step on to the final hole of the front 9. This is going to be a long par 4 into the wind. I'm going to try and play for the right-hand side of this fairway. Just going to apply a little bit of draw here. Oh, it's a slow, and I have pushed my swing line hard right. It's comfortably going to find the right-hand side of the fairway. I will have an awkward lie at my feet once again.
And this one's about 210 yards or so.
I don't have a club to get here. I'm just going to try and hope that this does kick up onto the green from the fairway, but I doubt it. 4 iron with a little bit of D-loft and topspin. I don't think we reach. I think at worst we're probably going to have a chip shot. But I just love the look of that Rocky Mountains off there in the distance. That's a good strike. Has it got the power to kick up here with the firm settings? Go on, get up. It's just going to come up short. It should be a pretty straightforward chip shot though. Let's see if we can hold this, as long as we don't overcook it
Third shot.
and run it too far past the flag. Oh, it's got a chance. Get in, get in. Oh, it just slides over the cup.
That's a nice chip.
Played that so well.
Just 4 feet left on this one.
So it's a solid front 9. We are 5 under. And I don't think I'd be exaggerating if I said we could be 7, 8 under here. I think we've had a birdie opportunity on every single hole. But hole number 10, just applying a little bit of fade here. Going with the wind.
Beautiful swing.
It is another perfect. This ball is going to kick hard over to the left-hand side. That's one thing about Arctic Fury.
5 yards.
His sculpting really is superb. You can see the fairway is kicking from right to left here, but you don't get any unkind bounces. The man really does know how to design a golf course. This is a tough shot. It's a plateau green. Let's draw this against the wind. I've hit this really well. It needs to get down. Please kick into the front of that slope.
Green.
So unlucky. That really was unlucky. Almost a fantastic golf shot there.
Gotta be better.
Just got to be careful with his chip shot once again. Just going to feather this down there. Give it an opportunity. Now this should get there. Come on, turn. Turn. Get in. Oh, so close to yet another eagle. Well, I say another eagle. We've not had an eagle yet. We've had 2 chances that have just missed out. But we do move to 6 under par. Hole number 11. I certainly can't hit driver here. Fairway is going to slope from right to left. Let's hit 3-wood, chase it down the right-hand side. And this ball is going to kick over to the left-hand side. This is going to be nothing more than a wedge or a pitch shot into the green. But this course really is spectacular. This is probably the most challenging greens that I've played from an Arctic Fury golf course off the top of my head. I may well be wrong, but the greens do offer a test. So full backspin in this gap wedge. The ball is going to shoot hard left at my feet. This is a brave shot. I'm putting my faith in the wind and the slope here. It's a laser beam perfect. The wind has overpowered the slope. This is loaded with backspin. And that is a really good shot. Couldn't have played that any better, really. Got the best outcome I could. And it's a 16-foot putt. Slightly downhill. Look at the mist just rising off the lower part of the trees there. That should turn. It's looking good. It's looking good. It is good. Probably the best putt of the round so far. Gets me to 7 under par. And we will move on to hole number 12. Downhill par 3. An 11-mile-per-hour crosswind. I think 8-iron with a lot of D-loft and topspin should be good. Just looking to find the front of the green here. It's a tiny slow, but that should be good. The wind's bringing me round beautifully. This could be an ace if it's got the legs to run up the slope. Go, go, go. Just didn't have the legs to get up that slope, but it should be a kick-in birdie. 10 feet out. It was never on line anyway. The green was taking me away from the cup. But we do slide that in for our 3rd consecutive birdie on the back 9. And we do move to 8 under par. This course is spectacular, guys. And like I've said before, I am playing on quality mode over performance. And the game looks spectacular. I need to overpower this. This is a brave shot. 104% perfect. That should be really, really good. We've comfortably carried that creek. And that is going to leave me an elevated approach shot. But this really is a risk-reward golf course. This is now a really short par 5. If you're brave enough to take on the tee shot, if you can carry that creek. This is a tough shot though. I'm going to have to go full backspin on the 8-iron. Slope taking me right, and hopefully that wind brings me back. Oh, it's a slight slow. It's going to come up short right. It may actually come off the green with a backspin. Not the worst outcomes though. We are on that top part of the green. It leaves me an uphill putt. Just didn't swing through fast enough there. So it's another eagle opportunity. I think I've got the weight here. Just didn't have the line, didn't have the weight either. Could have done with an extra few percent power there. But it's another tap-in birdie. We do move to 9 under. What a start to the back 9 here. 4 straight birdies. Hole number 14. I don't see the benefit of hitting the driver here. Let's come back down to the 3-wood. Hopefully we've got enough fairway to work with. Just applying a good bit of draw here against the wind, just to try and lose a little bit of yardage. Struck it really well. Oh no, that needs to get down. That needs to get down. I think that is going to run into the rough here. Oh, it's a firm kick, it is. That is an error. Probably 5-wood was the shot there. This is now horrible. I think gap wedge is the club here. Just going to apply a little bit of D-loft. Like I say, absolutely lost confidence in the lie percentage the game gives you. So aiming left, the wind should take me right. It's a tiny slope. I actually didn't need the D-loft. That would have been good. That got a firm kick. But it is going to leave me a birdie opportunity. 26 feet out. Breaking from right to left. Slightly downhill here. Can we keep this birdie run going on the back 9? That's got a chance, you know. It's on a good line. Hold your line, hold your line. Just didn't hit it. Left it short once again. It is going to be my first par off the back 9, sadly. And that keeps me at 9 under. Hole number 15. Is this drivable? Probably not, but I'm going to try and overpower it. Let's see if we can overpower this and get a firm kick off the fairway. Wind just going against me in some of these drivable par 4s. That tiny fast wow combined with the wind, we are going to find the heavy rough here. Sometimes it doesn't pay off to be aggressive, guys, but that's the kind of golfer I am. I'll never change. Probably if I was a little bit more conservative at times, I would take 2 or 3 shots off some of my rounds. But let's try and flop this close. Just going full backspin. I've got no idea how hot this is going to come out. 26 yards up 12 feet, 71 to 81. It's came out really, really well. It does leave me a makeable putt for birdie. I would have liked to have been closer there, but I couldn't turn down that tee shot. It makes for entertaining viewing as well. Surely that's in. Surely that's in. It just really sums up my rhymes at the moment, guys. I actually feel like a heavyweight boxer with baby's hands with all the power. I'm just not hurting my opponents, aka the golf course. From tee to green, really happy with my game. It's just my putting. So gap wedge with a little bit of D-loft and topspin here should be good. Playing the wind. Oh, it's a slight fast. I don't think we're going to hold that top plateau that the green sits on, that the pin sits on. But look at that views. Oh my goodness, we have held it. Oh, another 2 or 3 foot closer, and this would have been a far easier putt. It's going to turn hard right at my feet. Nah, I've missed that on the right-hand side. Ah, it's another lip out. Just not reading these greens as well as I can, or should be. It's another tap-in par, and after such a good start on the back 9, we've had too many pars. But hole number 17, downhill par 5. This should be pretty short again if we can find a fairway. Anything over at the right-hand side should be good. So just applied a little bit of fade. It's another lovely strike. Now this ball surely kicks left. And that is going to leave me a fairly short approach shot. Into the wind. We will be on a horrible slope. Hazards left with the water. I just need to carry this bunker and play the slope. I'm not as close as I expected to be though. So 5 iron, a little bit of D-loft. Playing the slope just over the bunker if we can find it. That wind's picked up a little bit to 11. That's a nice strike. Oh, this should work out superb. We should get a nice firm bounce here. It's going to be another eagle putt. Probably one I'll miss. But what a fantastic approach shot. Couldn't have played that much better. Now, there's not a lot of movement in this. Surely it can't turn past the whole cup here. Wow. It's another misread. I just cannot drain these eagle putts. It is going to be a birdie though. It will get me to 10 under par. And we are going to move on to the final hole of this absolute postcard perfect golf course. It really is a spectacular visual treat. It plays as good as it looks. Into that 10 mile per hour wind with a little bit of draw. Oh, it's a fast. I think we're going to be okay here because my swing line was horrible. I pushed it way over to the right hand side. And we just get a nice kick out from the left hand side of the fairway. Look at the backdrop here. Wow. 8 iron could be short. 7 iron's far too long. Let's de-loft the 8 iron a little bit and try and land this at the front of the green. Slope is going to take me right. Hopefully this sits down pretty quickly. It's a lovely strike. It's tracking well. It should get a firm roll out and sit down. It's done exactly that. It is going to leave me a birdie opportunity on the final hole. This would get us to 11 under par. I think it's one of those rounds that if I was 15, 16 under, no one would have any complaints. We do finish with a birdie, and that is going to be a 62-11 under par. But wow, what a golf course, guys. Get out there and play it. That is it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like. If you are new to the channel, smash the subscribe button. And until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.